What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of programming languages, the tools that power, well, pretty much everything tech we use. Whether you're completely new to coding or just curious about how different languages stack up, this video is for you. We'll break down the basics, explore the different types of programming languages out there, and see how they actually work. So if you're ready to unlock the secrets behind the software, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and let's get started. All right, so first things first, what exactly a programming language? In simple terms, it's like any other language, but instead of communicating with humans, you're talking to computers. You see, computers think in binary ones and zeros, and it's pretty much impossible for us to write out entire programs in that form. That's where programming languages come in. They act as translators, allowing us to write instructions in a way that makes sense to using words, symbols, and structures that are closer to human language. These instructions, called code, are then converted into those ones and zeros that computers can understand and execute. Think of it like this. You're giving the computer a recipe, and the programming language is the cookbook that helps it interpret and follow each step. Now, these instructions can be as simple as displaying a message on the screen, or as complex as controlling a self-driving car. It's all about breaking down complex tasks into smaller, more manageable steps that the computer can follow. And just like there are different languages spoken around the world, there are tons of different programming languages, each with its own strengths, weaknesses, and areas of expertise. Now let's talk about the different of programming languages. Broadly speaking, they can be divided into two main categories: low-level and high-level languages. Low-level languages are about as close as you can get to talking directly to the computer's hardware. They're like the assembly language of the programming world. They're super fast and efficient because they directly interact with the CPU, the brain of the computer. But here's the catch. They're also incredibly difficult to write and understand, especially for beginners. You need a deep understanding of computer architecture and how hardware works. It's like trying to build a house by hand, brick by brick. On the other hand, high-level languages are designed to be more human-readable and easier to learn. They use syntax that's closer to English, making it simpler to write, read, and maintain code. These languages require something called an interpreter or a compiler to translate the code into machine-readable instructions. Think of it like this. You write your instructions in a high-level language, and then the interpreter or compiler acts as an interpreter, translating it into something the computer can understand. Popular examples of high-level languages include Python, JavaScript, Java, and C++. These are the languages that power most of the websites, apps, and software we use every day. Okay, now that we've covered the basics, let's dive into some of the most popular programming languages out there and see what makes them tick. First up, we've got JavaScript, the undisputed king of web development. If you want to make websites interactive, add animations, handle user input, or build web applications, JavaScript is your go-to language. It runs directly in your web browser, bringing websites to life. Next, we have Python, a versatile language known for its readability and ease of use. It's like the Swiss Army knife of programming languages. You can use it for web development, data science, machine learning, scripting, you name it. Python's massive community and extensive libraries make it a favorite among both beginners and experienced developers. Now, let's talk about Java, a powerful platform-independent language that's widely used for building enterprise-level applications, Android apps, and more. Java code can run on any device that has a Java Virtual Machine, JVM, installed, making it incredibly versatile. If you're into game development or need to squeeze every ounce of performance out of your code, C++ is the way to go. This language gives you fine-grained control over system hardware and memory management, making it ideal for resource-intensive tasks. Another popular choice for game development, especially with the Unity game engine, is C#. It's also used for building desktop applications and web apps. C# is known for its elegant syntax and powerful features, making it a favorite among developers across various domains. For those interested in web development, PHP is a server-side scripting language that powers a huge chunk of the internet. It's often used alongside databases to dynamically generate web content. If you're an Apple fan and want to build apps for iPhones, iPads, or Macs, Swift is the language for you. It's designed to be fast, safe, and easy to learn, making it a great choice for both beginners and experienced iOS developers. Last but not least, we have SQL, a specialized language for managing and querying data in databases. It's not a general-purpose programming language like the others, but it's essential for anyone working with data. Whether you're building web applications, analyzing data, or managing large data sets. We've talked about different programming languages, but how does your code actually turn into something the computer can understand and execute? Let's break down the general workflow. It all starts with you, the developer, writing code. You open up a text editor or an integrated development environment IDE and start typing out instructions in your chosen programming language. Now here's where things get interesting. Depending on whether you're using a compiled language or an interpreted language, the next step differs. Compiled languages like C, Java, and C++ require a compiler. This handy tool takes your entire code base and translates it into machine code all at once. It's like translating an entire book before reading it. Once compiled, the resulting executable file can be run directly by the computer. Compiled languages are known for their speed and efficiency, since the code is already pre-translated. On the other hand, interpreted languages like Python and JavaScript work a bit differently. They use an interpreter which reads and executes your code line by line on the fly. It's like reading and translating a book sentence by sentence. This means you don't need to compile your code beforehand, making the development process a bit faster and more iterative. However, interpreted languages can be a tad slower than their compiled counterparts because of this real-time translation. Regardless of whether your code is compiled or interpreted, the final step is execution. The computer's CPU takes those machine-readable instructions and gets to work, performing the tasks you've programmed. With so many programming languages out there, it can be tough to know where to start, right? Well, the good news is that the best programming language is often the one that best suits your needs and the project you're working on. If you're diving into the world of web development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are essential. HTML provides the structure of web pages, CSS styles their appearance, and JavaScript adds interactivity. For server-side tasks, PHP is a solid choice. For mobile app development, the landscape changes a bit. If you're aiming for iOS, Swift is the way to go. For Android, you'll want to learn Kotlin or Java. And if you want to build cross-platform apps that run on both iOS and Android, frameworks like Flutter, which uses Dart, are becoming increasingly popular. Data science and machine learning enthusiasts often gravitate towards Python and its powerful libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and TensorFlow. R is another popular choice in this domain, known for its statistical computing capabilities. When performance is critical, such as in system programming or game development, C and C++ reign supreme. These languages give you unparalleled control over system hardware and memory management. For automating tasks, scripting, or building command-line tools, Python is a popular choice due to its ease of use and extensive libraries. Bash scripting is another powerful option for automating tasks directly within the terminal. Lastly, if you're working with databases, SQL is a must-know. It's the standard language for querying, manipulating, and managing data in relational databases, making it an essential skill for anyone working with data, from web developers to data scientists. So, there you have it, a crash course in the world of programming languages. We've covered the basics, explored different types of languages, and even looked at some of the most popular options out there. Remember, the best programming language for you depends on your goals and interests. Don't be afraid to experiment, try out different languages, and see which one clicks with you. The most important thing is to start coding, build projects, and never stop learning. The world of programming is constantly evolving, and there's always something new to discover. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.